Hello there. Welcome and Assalamu alaikum. Today we are back with our SEO series, Search Engine Optimization, right? So that's what we are continuing today. Before a YouTube Mastery, we stopped discussing about SEO. And SEO has been always my favorite topic. You know why it is my favorite topic? Can you just type it back? What do you think? What do you think SEO is my favorite topic? Can anyone type it and let me know? What do you think the reason? Tell me. Any guesses? Why do you think this SEO is my favorite tip? Yeah, please type it. Let me know. Any guesses? Why do you think SEO is my favorite topic? Long-term success, okay. Difficult. Oh, we like difficult things. Okay. Top page. Okay, so that's exactly we get a result. Then why do you think it's maybe become favorite one? So it's easy to get a top page. It's not be liking, right? Fighting with others to be the winner. Okay. I don't really like fighting with the people. Get more traffic. That's the result. Okay. So there are many. Social media gives a much better traffic, right? Challenging every day. See, someone indirectly said the answer actually. Long-term success, yes. Actually, I tasted the success. That's the reason. Maybe when you look at the online business in a very, very passive way, cannot say completely passive way. Initially, little work and more result. So that I really liked it, and it changed my life. 2 companies did a very well, and a few couple of keywords changed entire my life. Many things which I thought in my life I could not be able to do, I could do it is because the keyword I could rank, or I got the ranking in a Google first page that way. It's got it. So because I achieved success, is my favorite topic. Okay, it's a so once you taste the success, that become an interesting thing, right? So that's one. Secondly, today if I look around my life, most of the people which is surrounded with me, or I'm meeting with them, doing business with them, doing relationship with them, or maybe any kinds of relationship, anything which I have today, it's because of the SEO, because they find me or I found them through Google. Okay, so that is actually another reason, which is I really like it. And another important thing I believe it is everybody has a space. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be very capable. You don't have to be skillful. You don't have to be with a lot of resources to rank in a global ranking in the first page. Whether you are a huge, large corporate company or an individual running from your business from your garage, still the same. And you're working from home, and your office in the corporate office and maybe in Wall Street does not make a difference if you do properly the SEO part. Okay, so that's a reason. So when you look at it as in an online business coach part, SEO play a major role, and it's very, very interesting if you understand the game. So today we are going to understand the game completely, because we started discussing about various aspects in the last time. Now today we are going to complete entire game, and if we finish today, we can go ahead with the 1 or 2 strategies, and tomorrow also we're going to discuss more strategies. So today we are spending maximum time for to understand their rules and games and techniques and tactics. And tomorrow we'll discuss about the more strategies part. Okay, so that's what exactly we do, and 1 or 2 strategies, or minimum 1 strategy. It depends on the time we have. We'll do one, but SEO we are not saying a goodbye, because Wednesday we have a great topic. So after that, again, we'll continue, because SEO, and as I mentioned earlier, some of you or most of you will be doing an SEO with us, not only theory part. On a weekly, there will be a 1 day dedicated for SEO, and we will do together with your website or a blog, and we'll see the result, and we continue. And maybe sometime even 2 days or 3 days, we may be dedicating for SEO aspect. Okay. So as usual, I'll jump to the PowerPoint, then we'll go on a point by point. Okay, so once again, I welcome everyone to the Digital Mastery 100 Days Challenge. Today, 22nd day, on July 26th, Sunday evening, 7 p.m. from Doha, Qatar. Okay, so now we'll start with little refreshing notes, which we discussed earlier. Now, many people are asking, what exactly is this SEO? Now, like till yesterday, many people are asking various terminologies which you are using in a YouTube mastery. Same way, many people are even the SEO is so common topic. What exactly is this SEO? So the answer is actually, this is one of the favorite definition or the way to say what exactly is SEO. If the person is not familiar with SEO, this answer, the process for optimizing your website and web pages to get free or organic, free. Some people may not understand organic. So to the common people, especially to the consultant and mentors, when you talk to the entrepreneurs who are not familiar with the online businesses, you need to use the word free or the organic traffic from search engines like a Google. So this is the right definition I got it. This is my favorite definition I got it. So that's exactly an SEO. So basically the point to be noted, you're getting a free traffic. You don't get this free traffic from other methods, right? So this is a free one. Okay, now, so today, as I mentioned, to understanding how the Google works, we also discussed a little about algorithm. We also work on other aspects on it. Okay, now think about a library. Google is a library with trillions of pages. Think about it in that way. So you have 100 trillion pages. Now you want to find out something about global warming. What do you do? So you search. So Google will bring to you so many things to you, right? So many things. So which one you choose and do it as. So now usually go to the first page and use one of the things right from that. Now, when you get a result, it appears like this, right? So it is when I go to Google, you can see one top in a blue line, then there's a green line, there's a small gray line. This three thing is a very, very important. This you can make it happen, and you need to do in your website or a blog. That's important point. So it is. It's a title tag, that's what a meta title. It's basically appear in the search result, the top of the result when you get in the Google first page. Now in the description also comes under that, and it's a huge important with the Google part. Okay, so it is it's appear in the Google due to the Google algorithm. Yesterday we were discussing about the YouTube algorithm. Now we are discussing a more complicated algorithm of a Google. Maybe the most complicated algorithm in the world today, if you look at it, is actually Google, and the most powerful, and the most influential, and the way I don't think so any algorithm changed the world the way Google algorithm is there, right? That kind of a thing. So we are going to discuss about that, the 200 points, which is Google consider for a ranking tomorrow. It's not only 200, the most important which we need to work at. So before that, first of all, it's a sophisticated algorithm, as I mentioned, but nobody knows it's this algorithm. Yeah, only few people in the world, and a very core group of the Google only knows about the algorithm. They never reveal that algorithm in the market. Why? Because that's where they kept it for a result to come out. So if you know the algorithm, you can actually play around, and actually you can really fool the machine language. It's basically a idiot, right? It's not a human being. It's a machine. It's trying to find out. So it's easy to fool, to understand. We know that only these 200 things only he knows, so you can easily influence with that 200 things. So they're kept a secret, and they're not revealed. Only we know something about updates. That's only we know, right? So they never revealed about what exactly they're using to rank. So few things they said, some few portions they said, a few updates they said. So we'll analyze that one. Based on that, we can actually work around. That's exactly the algorithm part. But the important part, you need to understand how it works. Now, the SEO is a 3 months course and 6 months course and 1 year course, and there are people that do a diploma in that, which is I'm trying to do in this 100 days time in a few, maybe around 10 classes, 10 training sessions with the practical we do. So today we'll work on something more about keywords and more about the how you do this one. Now, for example, you are searching for something, wedding photographer in your city. Let's say, take an example, in Toronto. Okay, now you are a photographer. So there are 3 people involved here. One is you as a consumer. You are looking for your wedding or your family member's wedding is happening, and you are a photographer, freelance photographer, or you have a studio. So in that particular city, so you wanted people to reach you, and you as a customer, you wanted to connect to the right people to do their service, and the Google did. So the 3 people. In these 3 people, so how this is, one is machine and 2 human beings, and 2 human beings trying to communicate through machine. That's it, right? Now, whether this photographer don't know about you have a wedding, and you don't know about this photographer at the moment. So you're searching for what are your problems or your solution or what your requirement. So wedding photographer in Toronto. So you're living in Toronto, you're living in Doha, you use maybe wedding photographer in Doha. You're in London, wedding photographer. So you just, that's only changes majorly. Like now you are searching for wedding photographer in Toronto or in your particular city, you get a lot of result. Now, when you go to the machine side on it, okay, you know the first page how that comes in. Then based on the first page, you choose it. But now when you analyze in another point of view, now you are running a photography business. You wanted to rank in the Google first page. Those who are looking for wedding photographers in Toronto, you wanted to rank in the first page of Google so that another human being can connect through a machine to you. So now here you need to understand to this machine, to this Google search, to the on Google, how many people are asking and what kind of a question. So if you know that is from this machine, what are the things people are asking you? Please refer me. Like any human beings, we say that, right? Hey, yeah, anybody is interested in this, please tell me, right? Yes, no. Hey, anybody come and ask you about someone want to do a photography, please tell me. This we talk to usually a human being and based on relationship they give to us. But here is a machine, a giant machine, a big giant machine. And he's handling trillions of questions on entire planet, and daily billions of searches happening. Now, for that person, you're asking to help you to get the Google first page. So think about that point of view. Now, what exactly first time you try to understand this machine first? In the machine, you are going and checking it. Hey, how many people are looking for a wedding photographer in your place? So you can see 60 people are searching in a month. For a wedding photography for Toronto. Okay, so only 60. But the point to be noted, you can see that Toronto wedding photographer is 900. Your wedding photographer in Toronto, it's only 60. Toronto wedding photographer is 900. More than how many times? It's a huge, more than 15 times more. People are searching on Toronto wedding photographer. So here, this the major thing. You as a person, you think wedding photographer in Toronto is the right term. That's the way people should search. But actually, people may search Toronto wedding photographer. So that search 900 times. So if you're targeting to reach out to the person with the wedding photographer in Toronto, you only maximum get 60 people in a month to reach out. But Toronto wedding photographer, if you search, you have 900 people to come to your first page and to come to your website and call you or contact you and reach out to you. So huge difference. So that's exactly the reason important to understand the machine first and important to understand the market potential first. Important to understand how many people are searching for this thing. That's important for you to start at any kinds of business, any kinds of online website, any kinds of your blog, or all the things when you are doing online, especially you are depending on a Google search, very, very important part. Okay, now, when you think about it this way, Toronto wedding photographer, more than wedding photographer in Toronto, this is a point, right? This not your thinking, it is you need to go along with the Google terminologies, Google keyword result. Okay, we'll discuss about related search it's called. We'll discuss that one and the keyword research, but we'll discuss how much of time, which now we'll come back how you optimize your page. So important is you need to put these details in your title tag and meta description, which I shown earlier. So in your website or a blog, you need to do this one. And when you do that one, it appears like this. So you have to do, what's your job here? Understanding this machine, okay? The machine, the Google are getting a lot of questions like this. And I need to rank there in the first page. So what you have to do, you go to your website and you do it. You remember that we discussed off page and on page. So you have to go and do few things inside your website, few things outside your website. What you do with your website is called on page. What you do with the others' website is called off page. So you have to do on page. So not to appear, the most important thing is on page. What you do with your website, that's the most important thing. You need to do something in your website. Okay. Now, so when you do that one, it appears in the Google. Not everybody does that. There are a few other parameters as well. And based on that, Google shows the first page. Now there's a title tag and a meta description. This is two things basically you are doing in your website understanding. So that is your SEO process. If you do this SEO process, and you have possibility of ranking in the first page. Now, there are a few rules which we discuss later part, but just for that must be very crisp and clear. That's one thing. And meta description actually discover your business in a few lines. It's important, and people should understand what exactly you provide. In a very 70 to 100, 200 characters, you type, it comes out. Okay. So you can also do this way. For example, put it as a sentence, maybe on 160 characters, you can do this way. Okay. So the different way you will put that meta description. And there you also include your primary keywords, major keywords which you're targeting. Okay. And your website also should have your keywords. So your keywords, it is basically not from you. That's the point. Because you don't want you can start with your thought, but not necessarily you finalize with that. There's something called brainstorming session. You can think about, okay, wedding photographer in Toronto, okay? But that's not necessarily Google actually. Google maybe Toronto wedding. So you saw the difference. So you need to think about this one. I want you to think about this one. You wanted to try with your terminology, or you wanted to work with your customer's terminology? We are customer's terminology because they give the business. So you need to go with the customer's terminology. Now, the customer's terminology, how we get it? We need to do keyword research and get the details from Google. Now, before that there are wrong methods. For example, like when you say you have to do in your website, people will go and keyword stuffing. Never do this one. Okay. So there are a few downs. I'll come to that one. Some of you at the last session when I talked about black hat and white hat misunderstood something like this doing. No, I never recommend doing this one, but I'm talking about your smartly in a very intellectual way of addressing the issue of the Google algorithm and getting ranked in a shortcut method. But it is not breaking the rules. This is called keyword stuffing. It's not a right idea to do it. Okay. But actually, black hat, there is a few right method to do that we'll discuss in the part of strategy part. Now when we look at it as you need to think all this portion when you wanted to put into your website. Now that's a challenge everyone say. That's the reason people go with the SEO professionals or SEO analysts or SEO companies. They're damn expensive, as you know. They charge you every month $1,000, $500. Especially when you're starting a business, it's not really, you will not feel, especially this part of the world, Asian countries, people really don't give that kind of money because our culture is, our philosophy is website one-time investment. Then maybe some portion you put out social media. You never spend money, but that's not the case in North America. Okay, North America, they know monthly how much they have to budget for a website related. Every month they have budget. So that's the way the world works on SEO. Monthly there is a $500, $1,000 people spent on SEO. It's not necessary if you do, because it's the same thing if you do yourself or you give the money to someone else. So you're doing an e-commerce business, you're doing an niche store business, if you're doing an affiliate business, or you're a blogger, or you have an offline business attracting people online, or you have a completely dropship business or a drop service business, or you're a consultant or a professional to get a ranking to the people. And you know that every day you need to get an inquiries, you need leads, you need a sales. So this becoming important for you. Now, if this is important and SEO is an ongoing process, you need to continuously do and compete with others and get the result. Okay. So the problem here is that most of the people who start a business, online business, immediately you want to go for an SEO, you find it quite expensive. You will not go ahead. What will happen is, if you don't do that investment or effort, either you have choice. You pay money and someone else do for you, or you do yourself. People are reluctant to do. Eventually, that will reduce your business. Again, you further cases, people die. People become idle. Just a website become a liability. You have to pay money for it. And we can every website to maintain. You have domain name, you are hosting, your service provider money every year. You have to pay some approximately around 20% of investment you have in every year to pay for it. So it's a challenging, right? So now what is the solution for it? The solutions basically, when you look at it, is three solutions. One is you hire a company who do SEO for you, and they will do for you on a monthly basis. or maybe annually. Places, it's up to you what level of a contract you are under. Depends upon, you can decide strategical decision you can take on it. Now, another important part is, second part is, if you learn little, like you little website designing, WordPress, go on web developing aspect. That's what is many of the individually running people do, and they can do all those things. So I'm recommending the third option. So third option is basically you use any of the platforms which you don't record to know so many things about technology. You don't record don't know how to use a PHP, you don't have to go for a coding, and you don't know how to do all these things. Instead, you use a simple platform. The platform which I'm showing to you, all of you now, an affiliate marketing platform, which is this is there in the market here, which is got one of my companies which I was part of, which will be part of, again, is a part of ADM soon, because ADM is acquiring the company called Signin. So they have a platform, which is the platform I'm taking an example. So all the things, you can go to dashboard, you can edit yourself. So you don't record an SEO professional, or you don't have to outsource this money. So it will, that around $500 to $1,000 will be the usual charge for the people to charge for SEO every month. And it's not necessary that people do properly, because the one word, especially the person who's working there, that may not have a complete idea what exactly you do, and many times it just goes wrong. I'll tell you an example why it is important. Even at one word, which we also, I had a company, I had a client. Our client is a very important client, for it was important for me to deal with them and giving that right result. So it's more than a client. So then I thought, I put in effort, and putting a lot of professional in there. So, but majority of the people are working with is not that particular language. It's a Malayalam language. There's a newspaper called Madhyamam. So when they want to do an SEO, so in Madhyamam.com, that's website name. Madhyamam, it's a Malayalam word for a media in English. So when I was doing an SEO, I outsourced to something from Mexico. Now you get a good deal in Mexico. So he's a Spanish guy. He will not understand Madhyamam. So I given it to, so I said, this is what is we do. These are the keywords. He translated Madhyamam by using Google Translator or something, and he got the word. It's a middle. So he's completely doing SEO for middle. It is nothing to the media. It's a middle is in between. That's what exactly middle. So it goes wrong. He's a very good SEO professional, but we wasted around 3 months' time. I was ashamed to go back to the client, because I was thinking it was properly happening. But so there's a few challenges. When you say your business, people may not understand. Hey, I'm dealing with the cloth, I'm dealing with the fashion, and my niche is this, but I don't do this one. The people are working somewhere remote area, and they may not have a proper step-by-step communication coming into the people. So they might do a mistake. So that's another reason, especially the on-page SEO, especially if you are doing your business yourself, you're a niche store or a niche e-commerce website or a dropship website or an affiliate website, better you do. Okay, it's only not every time, it's a few, maybe 15 minutes time a day, in a month's time, every page you can cover. Or at 2 weeks, you spend 30 minutes each, every page you can cover. That's it. And every time you add a product, you can also do. Okay, every product, every page, it is important to have. Okay, so here in this case, you don't learn a technology, you don't want to have an SEO professional, SEO analyst, you can do yourself. Okay, so this, I think some of you already having this private beta affiliate website. You go to you can SEO engine, SEO master. There are so many SEO related activities out there. I don't know how many of you went through. It's an amazing page. Go and click there, and you can see all the options to do this one. So each category, each subcategory, each sub-in category, even affiliate product and affiliate brand and the merchant, everything actually you can do that actually there, whatever you want to do, like category title, meta keyword, and meta description. Everything you type it here and submit it, it's appear in the way I shown in the Google. And every product you add, for example, you have a store. You have now, let's say you're having a niche store of 1,000 products. Every 1,000 product also you can target like this. Or 100 products you have. Every 100 products you can also have this. So people are not going to search your website. People are not going to search on a category. People sometimes search the product specific. So when the people search in the Google for product specific, and you do a product specific SEO, and it ranks with the the possibility. I'm not only talking this one, rest of the thing important, but you need to have a focus like this, and you have to divide the activities like this and do it. Okay. Now, there are a few differences in SEO set up in each page. Like in a home page, you need to work on something else, because in a home page, someone come to that, you need to see what's happening to the home page, right? Now, about us page, when you think in a about us page, what you do in SEO there. So let's say about us page, about you, someone Google, so it should come from about us page. And about the founders of the company, vision of the company, mission of the company, and who are working in the company, what their background, what their qualification, all the things sometimes the investors or the clients or the customers, they'll search. So that's the time they should land in about us page. And you need to do about us page also SEO. That's my point. So don't forget that one. Now the contact us page. Now, especially in our offline businesses, it's important to people to understand where can I reach them, where is their Dubai office, where is their London office. That's the search they do, right? And what is their phone number and local contact, what is their CRM contact number, what is their investor relation number. So all the things is basically, they will search and get that one, okay? So now, very, very important for you to have these pages to rank as well in the Google, right? And people sometimes to search to land instead of going to different pages. So you can do even a contact us page. And FAQ is another thing, two things. Now, many people have a lot of questions. One is you can do that one. Apart from that, there is something called a density of the keyword to keep it in your website, which is 3 to 5%. Now, in your website, when you look at it as you write creatively, you write very strong content, people to read and understand and take a decision, like in our content rule, IDA, attention, interest, desire, and action. So that's the thing, your primary focus. There you need to put one more challenge is you have to put a keyword insert. So 3 to 5% of keyword you're putting it as. So it actually dilute. So it's an issue. So what is the solution for it is to increase the keyword density in your website. FAQ area, you can have so many detailed one, because FAQ area, people coming to ask anyway details. They're not looking for a small answers, right? They want to know more about it. That's the reason there. So this page, you actually more SEO, you can optimize and add more than words here. So this page you can do also. Okay. Now, if sometimes people frequently ask the question in a Google, they go and ask it: is it product is worth, or is the product is not feasible, or this project is sustainable? Of this, the product get a guarantee or not? All the question when they ask in the Google will pull the answer from your FAQ as well. So if you properly do this one, so that way you get a ranking answer. Okay. So that's another part. Now again, your site is integrated to the blog. Same techniques. Blog has a huge content you can have. Plus blog link is little legitimate. So there's something called a backlink we'll discuss a bit later. The backlink comes from there are different types of backlink. That means other website is referring to you. This is called backlink in a way. So in the blog, that's a backlink. Blog is giving link to your website. It has a huge value from the Google point of view. So here is a blogs also you need to do an SEO. Okay. Then of course, the news is a very, very important. When you search something in Google, the first few lines is come from the news. So anything about a news, you can put in your website also. Okay. So these are the things you have to take care. So first of all, you need to understand another thing. Then you need to do this one in your website. So on-page SEO, off-page SEO, we cover a bit later. Okay. I believe all of you are getting. If you have any questions, please type it there. I'll look into that one. I'll address tomorrow's presentation as well. Or end of the session today, I'll try to take a few Q&A if we get a time. Of course, otherwise, mastermind definitely later. On Tuesday, definitely we can have this. But immediately you can put our questions. I know usually SEO will come with a lot of questions. Okay. Now we go back to the Google first page. You can see Google first page like this. And why we are talking more about Google? They hold the major market. More than 80% of the market always with Google, right? And you get a various result. What Google search for it. Okay. So how to get good ranking in a Google first page? Answer is, as we discussed, on-page SEO and off-page SEO. On-page SEO, what I told you, these are the few things we do. Last time we could not cover, we just covered. Then off-page SEO. Off-page SEO, we're going to discuss it. Now on-page SEO, as we discussed, these are important, like including keywords. Now off-page SEO, what are the things important? your directory submission, articles, classified, social media updates, blogs, forum, all the things important in the off-page activity. So that also we'll discuss. Now, how you get ranking based on these activities. And this is relatively more easy, but more work is there. So much of thing continuously you have to do. Quantity is important. Now, but before we go ahead, the first step is the keywords. So what are the keywords? What exactly the keyword? The phrases or words, as we discussed, in your website content are possible to find the people to find your find you through search engine. Okay, so then this when you look at this, when you look at it, this is your foundation. Like when you're building a house or building an apartment or building in a shopping complex, the most important thing is your what do you call that? The foundation, right? If the foundations are not very strong, they will collapse. Same way, if you are building up a search engine optimization strategy, the foundation is your keyword. If you are not able to do properly the keyword, you'll have a problem. Okay, so this very, very important step. So I would like you to pay attention for it. Now, when you look at it, is the time and money you spend on a keyword assessment. You take a time and effort, not necessarily you have to spend the money for. If you learn this one today, if you understand, you don't have to look for making money. By doing an SEO, by paying money. No, you can put an effort and you can get a ranking on it. Okay, so please understand how the keyword work on. Now, first thing is a right keyword based on the business you are doing, based on your website. That's called a right keyword that the people should use to find you. Now, what are the right keyword? So 4 golden rules of the keyword when you're taking. It should be relevant. You remember that the last time we discussed about the apple. When I'm searching for a Kashmiri apple delivered in Doha, any keyword using an apple and finding an Apple Corporation in US does not make sense. Kashmiri apple using a broad match keyword in Kashmir, it does not matter. Well, if it's only relevant to me, what is delivered in Doha? That's also Kashmiri apple as a fruit, right? So the relevance is very, very important. So relevant to your business, your website, and for their search. So this is an important aspect. If there's somebody searching for apple, you should get an apple if he's searching for apple fruit. Okay, if he's searching for apple phone, he should get apple phone, right? So that's an important aspect. So that's a relevance has become very, very important for a keyword that should be the first one I call it to be. Second one, you find a relevant keyword, but how many people are searching for it? You know that's exactly where people should search. But sometimes people don't use that word, like we saw, wedding photograph in Toronto. People are not searching that way. Only 60 people are searching, but 900 people searching for other way. So this 900 people, it's called traffic, right? This many people are searching. That's called a traffic. So you need to have a good traffic to come to your website. Now, this traffic is, you need to decide what's the quantity you want, number one. Number two, you may have to compromise on quantity to avoid the competition. I'll come to that one. If you feel it is you wanted to fight and win with 1,000 keywords or 1,000 monthly search volume, or you find there's a very, very remote possibility you will win and you will fight for 100,000. So completely up to you. I'm not saying it's not wrong. And my strategy is you don't fight with the people, less effort and more result. Okay, so this is what is exactly my looking into. And sometimes other one you may not rank. Not necessary. You rank with a high competition because there are many other people working with the higher resources, larger resources, more resources than you, and there is a possibility for them to get this one ranking. So that's the reason you should have a good traffic to and then how many people are searching for this product. It's very, very important. Then there's something called competition. The competition, you need to decide you need to compete with them or not, number one. Number two, if it's too tough to the competition, better to avoid because sometimes we lose, so it'd be a loss, losing of a lot of resources, and you think to whom we can compete and fight and win. So you need to do this one. Then commerciality. So you have a relevant keyword, got a traffic coming in. You know that above your competitors you can rank, but you're not making money with that. There's no use. Maybe commerciality may be through a lead generation, maybe through sales, through branding, through maybe monetization. So various kinds of monetization. You want people to come to your place, right? So this come to your website. So this is what exactly we wanted. So these are the 4 rules. So every keyword when you finalize, check this one. Is it relevant to my website or my blog, my business? How many people are searching for this? That's another thing. The competition. How many companies are to compete to whom I'm fighting with? And if the person come to my website with this keyword, how much money he's going to spend with me and how much money I'm going to make profit. You need to think about it. So the person who's coming, you think about what kind of a person who's searching, what kind of product he wanted. Someone coming buying for a $10 product and you make a $1 profit, or somebody coming for $1,000 and you make a profit of $500. It's a huge difference, right? So you need to really think about commerciality, not only from 0 to 100 on the scale, 1 to 100 scale, where do you them to rank? It's important part. So as you know, to rank this, we discussed last week about white hat and black hat techniques. You can do both, and but in the black hat you're doing, there are a few things you should be taken care of. This will go once we started doing an SEO together. Okay, please don't worry. We'll come back and do practically all the thing in a live. You will implement every week. We'll review and we see by when we completing 100 days. Some of you maybe already ranking. That's my idea. So by October, when you check it, some of your website is already ranking. So that's the idea we should work on now. Now we'll start with the keywords. So what exactly keyword, as we discussed, is a phrases or a words which people search in something. So there is something called keyword optimization, or it's also known as keyword research. Okay, so right word is keyword research. You finding it's like a, so we immediately understand it's similar to market research. You are really finding about the market is there or not. So that's exactly the keyword research part. So what are the benefits? Why we should do keyword research? That many people people are hesitant to do, people are reluctant to do, people are lazy to do, people are frustrated to do, people feel it's intimidated to do keyword research. It is something like that. You are saying that is, I don't want to know what will happen if I go there. Something like that. If you're going to a cliff, you are finding out what is going to happen. So you go and find out, check with what is happening. You are not inquiring with the people where you are standing. Sometimes it's a warning solution. Sometimes you're missing a golden opportunity. So that's the reason people should understand the benefits. So that's earlier I was not, because I was obviously people should understand that you should rank in a Google. So I'm stressing some of the major points to you. So especially when you start a business to your team members or your investors, or even you're planning to start a business with a partner, they also should understand this is important steps to spend 2-3 months time on a keyword research. I say 2-3 months. It's not 1 week, 2 weeks. You can finalize, but it's over a period of one day. We don't find so many keywords. We find few, right? This can be process, continuous process. But it's anyway, 2-3 weeks time, if you can complete and list out maybe around 100 keywords or 200 keywords or 300 keywords, you can begin with this good. So I recommend around 1,000 keywords if you are going for SEO 101. I'll discuss with you in detail that. So 1,000 keywords we need to find. It's easy, but you have to spend a time and your brain should work. So you have to think about your business really. Who is going to be a customer and what are the things they're going to buy? So that's very, very important part. Okay. Now here in the benefit part, the first thing is you get a very, very qualified traffic coming to your website. Okay. So qualified traffic means the person is coming to your website, they will invest money, they buy some products, etc. Okay. Now you can also measure the potential of that business. You're starting a business now. This product you're planning to start. Okay, you're planning to sell, let's say, pillow covers. You're just selling a pillow covers. So how many people are looking for pillow covers in this area? How many people are searching for pillow covers online? So the 1,000 people are searching, 2,000 people are searching, 30,000 people are searching, 100,000 people are searching. You know what the demand there in the market. So now when you rank, even I used to say even 10% only you take it. Why? Because you have 1,000 queries is coming, 1,000 search volume in that particular city. Now you're going to rank in the first page of the Google. There's 10 people there, right? So there are people top. Sometimes they get the major click, and below you'll have a less click. But the first 2-3 is very, very important, and that is not always permanent. You've seen every month sometimes it changes, even based on your search result it changes. But having the first page itself is the most important. So once you reach in the market that one, and based on this, many people start a website as well. Sometimes they think, now you're thinking to start some niche, you do a brainstorming, then you go and start some business. But some people do just opposite, just search and find out, hey, what people searching for, let me start. Actually, that's the point. And that's exactly the point. Instead of you are judging on some business, right? Of course, you have already a brand, you already have a established a business, then you have to go and do. I'm talking about your first time you're starting a business, not necessarily what your idea should start. Even a market potential can be started. So there is a market, then you can have that one. Okay. There is a market, you need to take that products or a service and that keywords for you important part. Now, if these keywords, it should be used for writing a content, and that makes a more effective writing for a people to, even market people are looking for, and plus Google appreciate that one. Okay. You can also understand the behavior of the consumers and the way they're searching for it. And as I told you about last time, also different things you can have. You can have that different wordings people are using on it. Now, types of keywords, as you know, there's organic keyword and paid keyword. We are talking about organic keywords, but you also should have a planner of paid keywords. Tomorrow, when you start ranking in an organic way, your competitor might come and pay money and get the ranking. People also go to the advertisement pages, right? So that one. So you may also should have a plan to keep your paid keyword there. There is something called branded keywords and non-branded keyword and seasonal keywords. So we'll come to that a bit later after we finish the keyword part. Okay. Now, here is major types of keyword we'll discuss about. One is called generic keyword. That is, we discussed once last meeting the 10 issues or digital cameras. When somebody is searching for this, is called a generic keyword, and it is a huge search volume, but the competition is high, may not be relevant to us. Then there's something called broad match keywords, or maybe rental issues or a candidate return even digital camera. That's why it's a 2 words or 3 words is used called a broad match. But actually, long tail keyword is easy to rank and faster to rank, and it is more conversion get it, and we are a more serious quality people. Okay. So like this, how do I set the aperture on my Canon? It's a complete sentence as somebody really seriously looking, something is writing that one. So that's another one. Okay. So these are the way you get it. Now, for example, it has a 3 levels like a head, body, and tail. So here's a motorcycle. If you take this as a keyword, motorcycle is a head. It's a short tail, it's a part, or maybe generic keyword. Then motorcycle lessons, it's a body and the tail. So this way it is actually. The keyword is defined. Now, motorcycle lessons in London, when somebody is searching, it is relevant to the London clients or London customers, because nobody is going to come here for learning, from here go to learn and drive, unless he's going to London and looking for a place to learn driving, right? So here, this aspect, actually, I would like you to pay attention and understand and register in your mind. There are some 3 types of keyword: generic keywords, and broad match keyword, and a long tail keyword. So generic keywords are the keywords, as we discussed, is a huge competition. People are searching, but less conversion. Broad match, you'll have middle one, but it's not much conversion. But long tail will be less research, but it will be more conversions. So long tail is the important for easy to rank when you look into. But some cases, you need to look at a broad match, which you are looking for a larger quantity, and you're ready to spend money on a traffic as well, which I come to that. But now we'll talk about an affiliate business point of view, or a dropship business point of view, or anybody starting some business from home to start making money initial part. In that, the perspective when you look at it is, which is actually, that's when you talk long tail keyword. The first is, there are a few people research and say it is PPC and organic together on 25 to 45% of your business. So 20% of your traffic, you're expecting around 1,000 people coming to your website every month. Around 20%, 200 customers come through Google. Maybe another 40% come through social media and other referral program like affiliate marketing. 15% member people find you directly because your promotion, etc. And there's a pay-per-click. Every click you pay to Google and get traffic as well. So it depends upon what the market is reacting. It will be there. Okay. Now, I believe all of you got this point. No, I'm not going to explain again this one, but in the product pages, long tail is very, very important. For example, which you discussed about every product also category page and home page. When you're putting in SEO, you've seen it is that way you need to do it. And when you outsource to the people, they usually don't do this properly. That's the reason you are working with a limited budget, and you want to import into how every product is a traffic for you. Then you need to think about it. Okay, your keywords can start from the in the beginning part. So what you call the generic keywords part. Then category near the body, and the product pages you put as the tail one. So it is a long tail keyword with very systematically doing. So this we will work on when you're working on a keyword placement in the Google. In your website to rank in the Google. Now, how do you do a keyword research step? Many people last time who attended a workshop, they told me you're not able to get it. So please pay attention. I'll also put a URL in case you're not getting this one. Okay. Now, how do you start searching in a Google keyword research? And it is, you also think about it. I would like you to do this one tonight itself or max by tomorrow and find out the various keywords. You learn this one, you'll be amazed to see good number of keywords in the market where you can start a business and get a ranking through Google first page. People come to your website. Okay. So each keyword, you need to find out a related keyword. I'll tell you what is related keywords. Okay. Now, what is the step one? Now, you plan to start a business. Anything related to that niche or products or a category or a customers, you start making a list. So, for example, you're planning to start a business of a t-shirt, or maybe let's say a boutique you plan to start. So anything related to that one, you keep writing down. So I'm going to do this Western clothes, maybe you have plus size clothes, I have party wear, all the things, you make it on the list, and you have that list with you. Then this one is something called a keyword bucket. That's the first step. We should fill in those in a topic in the bucket. Okay. And we also research on a related search terms. What are the related search terms? When you search in a Google first page, Google search column, when you type it, it comes down. So below there is a 3 or a 6. Last time I showed you 3 to 6 keywords will be there in the bottom of the thing. Then when you can click again, you can go, and at the bottom it always change it is. So that's called a related search. So you need to take the related search term as well. And you also take the mixture of the head terms and long tail and put into the keyword bucket. Keyword bucket, nothing but a sheet. You're keeping into that sheet everything. But we call it as a bucket. From the bucket, we take out a few and make it as a mug size of a keyword. That's an idea. You have an ocean of the opportunity there. Ocean of the keywords are there in the market. You're not going to address everything. So you go and take a bucket full of keywords and keep it there, and you are doing a research which one you can rank. Around 100 keyword we wanted. I recommend you to have around 1,000. From the 1,000, we derive around 100 keywords. That's the right method on it. Now, how do you do this one? You can use a Google AdWords to do. There are different tools out there, and it's very easy for you to choose on. I'll show you after some time how it works on. Okay. You can also use a lot of keyword planner, which is the problem. Many people say it's a payable. Yes, you have to pay to get a right answers. But Google also give you almost accurate, but tools gives you much more. I'll also show you how the ADM tools works for you. Okay. So it is better to, if you are very serious about a business, I don't mind you're paying and doing the research, because they give you more accurate, more number of options, more number of recommendations. So many things they give you, but it's not necessary you should have a tool. You can also use a Google AdWords tool. It's free, right? And these are the few, keyword various different purposes, like a keyword spy. Basically, keyword spy is your competitor who are already ranking in the Google first page. You can use this keyword spy and find out what the keyword he is using. So that is what he's ranking and what the keyword he's targeting. So it's a good information you have. So all the things depends upon the speciality of these keyword tools you can start using. Just go through Google and type it and find out all these features, and you can start using on it. Okay. Now there's something called keyword mix. That's a very important strategy. When we discuss strategy, you need to remember this point. So short tail and long tail keyword, and plus understanding that keyword mix is important. So one is identifying the keyword. So you identify the keywords, which are the keywords I need to go and rank. Okay. Now there is a keyword variations, slight variations and other things. You need to understand, like we discussed with the Toronto photographer part. Then where you place that keywords is also important. Okay. Now density of the keyword, that's the 3 to 5% of your density of your website should have a keyword content. Now content relevancy. Now you're keeping this thing in your website, so that should a human read and he should be impressed and decide to buy the product from you. It's also important Google understand that. and Google value, how much percentage. That's a machine try to understand. So the 3 to 5% of your the density we have it, then relevant for your content, you have to do that. Okay, so it's a very very important step. You can also do paid and paid search. You can do that one, but very very important. If you do a bad job here, actually many things goes wrong. Not many things, entire SEO might goes wrong. You're talking money and wasted, and you get frustrated, and that failure will have big setback. You don't get ranking after putting a lot of effort. You feel it is, it's not working for you. So it's important to know to leave here, very, without serious. Should be very damn serious here, very very serious, because this is going to change your life. Now it is something like this. Now when in the villages or the places people go and dig a well, so they look the position first, and that position you start digging when 10 meters, 5 meters, 20 meters. Based on that decision, you might get water or not, right? Now, sometimes, by looking at the place, you can see the rock is there, there's other issues that you don't start digging. So if you casually start digging, another one month or 2 months of work you're doing is going to be wasted. Same way, here in the keyword research, you never ever compromise. And you need to have a proper keywords with you before proceeding SEO. So if you don't have a right place to get a watcher, there's no point you're digging water, right? So that's exactly the reason. This place, there are many people say you work with 3 to 6 months on a keyword itself, because sometimes your brainstorming itself is give you idea that from there you get a related keywords, then you go and search on. So once you have this in place, we need to do a keyword optimization and planning part. So here, before you're making a website, you need this keyword with you. That's the right strategy. That many people opposite do. After making the website, go for a keyword part. Okay. Now, what exactly keyword research? What means? So here is actually you're identifying the suitable keyword by all this method, which are with all the 4 parts, right? Now you have a billions of query happening every day, and you're targeting to that part. So now you have short tail. So don't forget short tail 1 and medium tail and long tail, which we discussed now. Now we are going to discuss about few other methods like information queries. So some people look at just gathering information. Okay. Now what exactly they're looking, we may not be able to predict, but it's a very, very, not many people will be searching for it based on your business. Very, very important part. Okay. Now sometimes the navigation queries, like where is Apple support page where I can have a Samsung support center, like that you can have another one. And it's can be localized more and do it. So this search demand, all of you understood, I believe, all of you, these fundamentals are there. Now we are going at the next level. Now, how do you do a keyword research process? First, you try to understand the business you want to start, how that business can be online, and who will be your customer, and what kind of a customers will come to you, and what they will be typing. So all the things you think about in your mind and do kind of a research, then keep it with you. Then do a brainstorming by seeing what are the things you're online. Think about what else the person, if it's a girl is coming to buy to my website, what she'll be typing, what a retired person will be using, which terminologies, and what else people will be searching to reach out my products and services. And the tools you can which I give you, or maybe the Google you can utilize it. And you need to analyze the competition, then finalize the keyword, and this one to repeated process, not one time. Okay, so it's a specific keywords and category-wise keywords and the compilation we should do. Now, always better to get a good result by using a various keyword tools. I'll show you one keyword tools now, then you'll understand what the difference. Now, what are the things we consider while finalizing? Difficulty. How difficult it is to rank. If you feel it is a huge difficulty, please don't proceed with that. That's my advice. So, but find out is the possibility that you can compete with them and rank in the first page. Is it great? Then there is a search volume. So, how many people are searching for it? That's important. And there's something cost per search. Sorry, clicks per search. There is a cost per search also. Click per search. When there's a one unit, Google give a lot of importance, and every search is happening, how many people are clicking on that. There's a cost per click. Every click, how much is the cost it costs you from the Google when you pay to the Google website, you do a PPC campaign. So you need to think about that, how much money you pay. This is also one of the criteria before you're finalizing in the keyword. Why? Because tomorrow, if you finalize a keyword today, tomorrow you're planning to advertise or promote, or you are planning to do a remarketing campaign or a simple PPC campaign. So you need to pay every click the money to that keyword, to the Google. So how much is that? That you have to think now instead of later. Then return rate. Return rate is how many people are returning back to this to the search bar. Okay. Now, number of words in a keyword is a debatable thing. 70 to 100, 120, 160 people say. So it depends upon your opinion. So I believe it is around 100 to 160 characters is the best thing in a keywords part. Okay. Now, what are the include and exclude terms? Some of the things you should not include. Some of them we should not should exclude from the keyword, which we will discuss when the finalization of the keyword part. Okay. Now we'll go to the understand the keyword metrics, search volume and search result. This is the game. So if you have a good search result, you got it, and this many monthly search volume is there, but you are the competition is high. As I mentioned, it will be challenging for you to rank. So what do we do? So we have a search volume and search result. Search result you need to find. How do we find? We'll see here. So that we have to analyze, then take a decision. These decisions has a huge impact for the further days of your business. Okay. Now, what is the step one? So please follow the steps, and you can also do this here. Tomorrow, I want you to do with your mentors this one to find out how it is. What you do first is go to Google, type keyword planner. So once you type a keyword planner, and many of the people told me in Qatar you are not getting it. I'm showing it is in the Qatar only. You can see this one. I taken specifically from Qatar. So, but please follow the steps. Okay. Step 2, you see ads.google.com keyword planner. You can get this page there and click there. Now, in case you are not getting, some people told me I'm not able to get it, then use this URL which I'm mentioning in the PowerPoint, and you can click there and go to there. Okay. Now you get there's a page like this. Now go to keyword planner, click there, then you have to sign up. So when you sign up, take you to this page. So discover the keyword. All these pages you can see where you can see that complete dashboard like this. You can get from the Google. Now step 5, go to this in the top menu. There is a tools. You click on a tools. When you click on a tools, you get a keyword planner. And when you click on keyword planner, you get a page like this. Find the keywords. Now find the keywords. Now you have to go back to your keyword bucket which you created earlier, right? How you create a keyword bucket? Go to Google, type it, and you get a lot of keywords. There's a related keyword. You copy and paste it to your bucket. So that's a sheet you open. You copy that keyword. For example, it's a consulting. An example, you're starting a consulting website. So put a consulting here. So when you search, then say get started, then Google show a list like this. So it's here in the list shows monthly average how many result is coming. Okay, so for example, you're getting around 1,000 to 10,000. Some cases 30,000 to 100,000, and depends upon the Google area. Sometimes they show a more accurate. Sometimes this range will go. But you are using other tools, you get a more accurate number. That's the reason tools has a huge impact. Much more valuable information you will be able to, more exact one you will be able to get it. Of course, they charge you for it. Okay, but to begin with this, you have a consulting, you take it, then filter that one whatever you wanted to based on a requirement. You can filter anything you wanted. You don't exclude from this keyword from my plan. You can exclude by clicking it is. Then download the keyword ideas. When you click the download keyword ideas, it will download like in a CSV file or an Excel file like that. You can download there. Once you download, you get a page like this. So here in this page, you need to take consulting, minimum search and maximum search parameters. Go and search in the Google with that keyword. When the keyword, you can see how many the result is happening there, right? How much the result is happening there. That result you copy and paste here. So this is your search result. So based on that, you have to take a few decisions. So very important for you to have this information before you are finalizing your keyword part. Okay. Now, search result, what exactly you need to identify here is basically the search result has more, it's a high competition, right? Search result is less, so they have less competition, plus type of people are there as well, okay? So once you complete that, actually search is successful. This, by doing that, you can easily learn. So I would like you to fix the time with your mentors tomorrow to do this process. It's very easy process if you are not finding it yourself able to do. It's one time you do, it's a great one, okay? Now, I'll go, as I mentioned it, I'll tell you how the keyword tools do. I have been telling you I have gotten a very accurate, very powerful keyword tools, but very expensive. But I sort of, in terms of search or online shopping mall point of view, actually, spending money is worth for it. So now all of you are going to get access to this one. I'm trying to just optimizing and putting as a package and give it to you. So what is exactly keyword tools? So what are the features we get it? It is a very, very simple tool, and a person without knowing a bit much about Google Analytics or Google or maybe an SEO process, all the things, they get entire information there. So you also get a 100% accurate keyword ranking, exact one you get. There's no assumption of 30,000 to 20,000, no, exact one they give you. Okay, you will also have an SEO competitors tool, also PPC. When you know PPC, when you pay the money to Google, there's something called auction. So what are the auction and the competitor, how often they use and how much money they pay for it. So you have an idea how much they're paying for it, everything you have it, okay? And this also give you complete and in-depth website audit. Just tell you what are the problem on your website, how many keywords are there, everything on your website will give you. And it's also check the backlink. I'll tell you what is backlink after some time. And backlink, checking and monitoring also will be there through the platform you can do. And you can also do on-page checker once you've done an on-page properly or not, it's working or not, it's ranking or not, and anything suggestion is there, everything come with this checker part, okay? Then this also suggests you the keywords tools. It's not only related with Google, only give you related keywords. They will not suggest you another keyword. So here we will also get the keywords from the tools. Then we have something called social media management tools. The social media, they take it out, which are the keyword you're using, which are the title you're using on YouTube, or what are the word you're using in Instagram, and your Facebook and LinkedIn, everything from there we can actually do that. We can also have a search volume checking from there. And it's a completely a deep website analysis we'll be doing with the tool on part, okay? And you can also do competitors analysis about these aspects, okay? And so, of course, they'll have a very good, powerful reporting tool also on this part. Okay. Now, actually, basically, you can check all the keyword tracking mechanism with the tool itself. Okay. Now, how do that keyword research works for you? Okay. So it's kind of a dashboard comes to you like something like this, where you can actually create yourself, and you can actually check yourself. You're not necessarily you need to have an idea of a search engine, an SEO analyzer or SEO analyst, you don't record that. A common man can go and find it with this portion. You can also see a keyword research like this. Like for example, now you've seen how we search in Google, how we search in the keyword planner. So like consulting, when you click on, you can actually go and analyze first. Not only search, you can analyze first. When you analyze, you can see and see your result. So it's hard to rank. It gives you it's hard to rank on it, okay? And what is the CPC, right? And what is the monthly search volume? It's exactly 30.6 on a month-wise. You can see month-wise that details comes to you, okay? Now you can also see the further following in detail. What are the things? And search volume on a month-wise and day-wise. And you can also set the how many keywords are ranking with the 30,000, how many keywords are ranking with 100,000, etc. Now, we also know that CPC price per country they'll give. Per country means US, Canada, Australia. All the things they know how much they already pay on a monthly basis to the Google. So we have a complete idea. Hope you're understanding now why this tool is important to I'm sharing. Those who know about online shopping one knows how important it is, right? So keeping in this tool is already there. I think I'm not putting to the consumer's point of view. You can come and see, actually, the URL is there actually. Okay, digimendesSEO.com. You can see this one there. Okay, Now, 10.79, so the price for that one person is paid. You know, that is, we have something called campaign budget optimization. So not only search engine optimization we are doing for our online shopping mall. So we do a campaign budget optimization. So we need that information in advance. And so you can actually plan based on this. There's a keyword as well. Now, when you have a difficulty, when you get it based on, you don't have to analyze like a Google, we did it. It gives you the idea. Hey, it's a hard, it's easy, it's a, exactly like this. Okay. Now, you can also get a detailed report about the similar keywords of that keyword which you are putting in. So you get how many people are searching on it. Of course, you can also export the entire list to another document if you are doing a CRM, or if you are doing a social media campaigns, or you are doing a remarketing campaigns, or you are using any other ERPs. You can actually export these details to them. In our case, it can be exported to the platform, or our online shopping mall platform. It can be exported there. Now you got a search engine ranking process. So you can see a CRP, how it is coming there. And the related keyword as well. So related keywords, like which you are getting from Google, we can get in easily the related keyword there. Now you will get a related keywords, low search volume also you can have. We know a low search volume, also we can have that option on it. Okay. And you can also country-wise, you can filter. For example, now at the moment, you don't want to deal with Syria and Yemen. You can avoid that area. Or you wanted to market, or maybe you're taking a niche store, you're only marketing US. You only wanted to target that base. It's also possible with that. Okay. And it also does a completely competitors analysis. And go to competitors search. Then I click there, competitors research, and a detailed analysis on how the paid and organic, how they're doing everything. Which we know that is not existing competitor for my niche, my products, my brand for this company. In Google, when you search, you saw those people are doing good. So you wanted to compete with them and to rank on it. So again, you can use the same method of, for example, McKinsey is a competition. You click on the. You can see how many organic keywords they're using. They're using around 550. This is original when I'm showing, McKinsey.com. So we can actually have a report of they have using 550.3K keywords, and estimated organic traffic, how much they're getting, and traffic cost, how much they're getting, and paid keyword, how many they have, estimated paid traffic, how much they have, and how much is the traffic cost. Everything about competitors, we have this report with us. This is one important point. Now you can also take a country level result. So how many people are looking for Google.in? How many people are looking for .au, .sg? All the things, .singapore. Like you can have a complete details on it. And you can also get a complete overview of the organic keyword, estimated organic keyword, traffic cost, everything it comes there. And trade and traffic organic also comes there. Okay. Now competitors organic keywords. So this is another very, very important question. This I have been telling everyone. See, now you are starting something. It's not something new coming to Google first page. There are some people already occupied this place. There are people already utilizing this opportunity. Now, when you start, you are not there in the first page of Google. Very difficult for you to get a business. Now, you need to be there. How you need to be there? You need to look at how others reached. How others reached, we need to find out. There are a few strategies they used. And the keyword is the first one they used. So that we have to identify the keyword they used and what the search volume they have and what the competition they have. Sometimes they may not have a competition at all. So we need to look into this one. Now, organic competitors, how many organic competitors are there? And how many keywords they're using? How many common keywords they have? This keyword they're using commonly, which means you need to fight with every 10 people, right? Then only you can rank and come. So these people only using only one keyword, then you can avoid another 9. You fight only one person to get the first. So you need to have these information before you're ranking. And now you can also comment the top pages and top subdomains also you can find out. And what are the subdomain they're using? So in some of the sites have 10,000 pages. It's not manually possible to do it, right? You can also see that is which are the subdomain they're using. You can see healthcare.mckinsey.com. solutions.mckinsey.com, myaccount.mckinsey.com, assets at McKinsey. So these are the subdomain they're given to the various people. So we know this one. the subdomain they're using on it. Okay, and you know that is a competitor's paid keywords. What are the keywords they're paying on it? So they're paying to Google regularly some money for keeping your ads, right? So which are the things they're paying? So you know that's a valuable information. So competitors paid keywords you can have. Jobs in consultancy, job for all the things they search volume, their position, they're paying on it. Okay. Now, what are the keywords they're advertising in another media, maybe through retargeting or remarketing or YouTube? What are the keywords they're advertising on it? And how much traffic they're getting, and how much search volume they have, how much is the cost they're paying, and every month how much they're doing. So all this information is on our desktop, on our PC. We have this is with us. So before we take a decision, it's a good tool, a good method. You know that is you're not shooting the dark. You know what exactly to play, and if you can understand this play, it's easy for you to choose the keyword and do this one. So everything is transparent. There's nothing hidden here. Everything is transparent. Everybody knows this is you, right? So very transparent. So we can actually understand that. So same keyword. One other thing, the tools which we can also do backlink checking on aspects. Okay. So backlink, how you check them? What is backlink? Backlink is basically other website is referring you another way. That way, other website keeping your website link, which in a Google perspective, in the off-page perspective, it has a huge value. So maximum number of backlink you have, maximum number of quality backlink you have a ranking possibility more. It is, the backlink can be purchased from the market. I'm not saying it's not completely irrelevant. It's of course there are backlink, so still Google value, but the maximum quality of the backlink is from a blog, from a news. Because a blog has a huge weightage. Someone write about you and put your testimonials or supporting everything. So that way, the blog, the news is also give a good value. And okay, so forum, other things, social media, and less on it. Okay. Now, so this backlink you can put into your website, connecting to your website. Thousands of backlink you may record to get a Google rank. So you can buy thousands of backlink as well, or you can also organically do this one. Okay, especially some of the things you're organically doing. So like, for example, in Doha, I'm doing a backlink, to get it. So maybe Qatar Living, apart from the free listing, if I want to have paid listing, or maybe their blog, they wanted to write about me. So I need to contact them, let them do that way. That level, sometimes we have to go. Okay, so it's very important you to do this one. So basically, backlink is, a website A put a link to the website B. So it's that's why it's a backlink works on it. And it is Google treats it like a vote of confidence. Why Google accepts this is there are many other people are referring this website, which means this website is good. That's a logic Google is using. It's called backlink, keeping it. So it's a kind of a people are endorsing, people are giving a confidence for this aspect. Okay, this is called backlink. So it's a very, very important for you to have this confidence to have that on search engine ranking process to have the backlink part. Okay. Now this backlink can have a positive effect on a ranking facilities. Visibility also you can have that one, and you can earn and giving. Both are there. It's an essential component of offsite SEO, and the process of obtaining this backlink is link building. It's called as a link building. It's a very, very important, like equivalent to list building, which we discussed. List building and link building. The two things are very important for us to do a promotion aspect. We do that one. Okay. Now backlink in example, like after an article or maybe something, they put the key. These are the URL you can reach to this website. So this is called a backlink. Okay. So that backlink Google value a lot. So we need to have that one. Now you can actually check this with our tool, which are the backlinks available to you, and you can find out that one. Okay. And you can type a domain and find out they are using on our domain. And you can. This also shows. Now you can also go to competitors' domain and type it as how many backlink they have. So if they have 1,000, you need to definitely have more than 1,000. And if they have 1,000 quality, you also try to get a quality backlink from them. So these are the information for you become very, very important to have it as. Okay, and it's tell you the number of domains they have and how many backlinks they have, and everything, easy for you to understand from that one. Okay. And it shows a complete detailed report on a backlink. So on an off-page activity, so you know what is happening. You don't have to, but assumption you can avoid. Sometimes when you assume and work, sometimes you don't get an exact result. Here you can get a completely different thing. Now, totally referring to the domain, how many is there? Total backlink is how many is there? And new and lost referring domains are there. Sometimes the lost referring domains is easy for you to get that domain, then get that link to you again. So this is one other method. And there is something called anchor text is not very important for you. Later in the content part and the on pages, we will discuss about it. So there's something called anchor text is how it comes there. Now you can also get this information country level, based on every country, how much is this coming on. And based on this one, we will send you a report. This is a process. I think those who have an affiliate website, we have been telling to submit. We will create it with a. It's not just a we manually do. I'm sorry, automatically a machine do. Even SEO professional look into that, underline and send it to you with this one. If you wanted to start any kind of niche store or affiliate website with us, this is basically the tool we established, keeping our online shopping on in mind. Which is all of it's a country-wise, we need to compete with the bigger players. So we need to have more sophisticated tools for this. So that's a major purpose. But you can also use for affiliate business. You can also use for your blog. Any kind of monetization also you can use. But quite expensive. That's the reason publicly I did not give out a free as I was expecting to give it out. But it's damn good. Okay. All the information before you start off your business, you really have a good idea about which keyword to target. And I'm really looking for a broad match keyword to target, or our online shopping. As you know, the broad match keyword is a strategy. In our affiliate marketing, tomorrow I'll discuss with you SEO 101 strategy with a long tail. What's the strategy? But broad match is a strategy we are going to choose, and plus a keyword, broad match and broad match with the city or with the country or with the location. That's the right word. We'll be doing it. So, but this you can start utilizing. I think we made a system. You give out your finalized keyword from your bucket as well as your finalized keyword of 100. You give it on Monday. By Friday, you get the report. So that system is there. So you give it next Monday your submission. So entire report you can know. We also create an account and give it to you as well. Okay. So this is about the keyword tool. So I introduce you the two keywords tool. First is a keyword website, Google. Google, you go and find out. Google is completely free. You don't have to spend money. Here, every keyword you search, there's a cost because they're using very high level of AI, artificial intelligence. So that's the reason the Google, you make a bucket. Then you make a final keyword of 100 to 300. I recommend 100 to 300. 100 is also fine. Then we will go and cross-check here and finalize and freeze it. So that means we need to get the rank. So many, not only organic rank. You start a store tomorrow. Tomorrow you're going to do remarketing there, retargeting. How much the money you're spending for one keyword. It's also important for you to keep on that. Okay. Now we go to the Google back again. So you have a different tools to use, find out the keywords. Now we need to really understand how the Google algorithm works, right? So we discussed little other day, and we also discussed little about the YouTube algorithm. Now, major difference between YouTube algorithm and Google algorithm is YouTube algorithm, they will promote you. Google algorithm, we need to really work to get ranking. So here is both as a two different things. Google is trying to give in the user side the maximum optimized, the real result a person wanted. And Google claiming 30% of the information in the world is already in Google. I'm not sure about it, but Google claiming. But 30% of the information in the world, it is there in the Google. Maybe, I'm not sure. But now 30% of the information is there in the Google. How do you find out the exact you wanted? It's a human being asking based on his location, time, his behavior, it says demographics, Google trying to give the best as they can. So during that process, they are more with the users than us, than entrepreneurs or a website owner. They are looking for a more accuracy to the customers to give it. So eventually we have to be more accurate with the customers. That's the reason long tail I recommend. That's the reason the process I recommend is what sync with the Google. Okay, we need to sync with the Google. That's the most important part. YouTube otherwise, as we discussed last week, YouTube wanted people to stay back on a platform. So a certain level you do in a systematic way, you to promote your video. You notice that, and we discussed now 3 way of one is actually what is that? The home feed, right? On the home page, the called home feed. Second one is we discussed about a suggested one. Third is a search. So third search comes from even from Google. So we'll discuss on the YouTube also. There's something on YouTube syndication in the SEO 101. We'll be doing it. Now the Google part, the algorithm was purifying or more accurate to the consumers. But YouTube part we are discussing about, the YouTube is wanted the consumer to stay back or the users to stay back on the YouTube platform. That was the purpose. So in that case, actually, more easy to sync with them and more easy to rank. And as I was telling you, out of the 200 things, we have only 10 things to take care. It's easy to rank with the YouTube. And YouTube is not looking to punish you. YouTube is not looking to fine you. Google is actually looking to punish you and fine you because they want more accuracy to come. YouTube is not. So YouTube, that's the reason yesterday I was in YouTube is so easy. But Google case, you need to really purified and you know more genuine, more authentic, more details should come with the Google algorithm part. So how does the Google algorithm work? It's a very important for you to understand before start processing the keywords for a SEO process on page or off page SEO. Once you finalize the keyword. Now there's a 2 trillion searches per year and 40,000 per second. We have it on. So there is a 200 factors we have it is to rank it. It's not very important all the 200, but it's a very important for us to consider the few of the things very important. Okay, now when you look at it is the Google how they started. It's a very simple way they started. That algorithm started method. Now today world is changed because of this Google algorithm, as I discussed. Now we'll see the major algorithm used by Google. First of all, we really don't know this algorithm, how that works. We don't know the algorithm. We can only have a few informations enough to rank it. That's also important. Okay. Sorry. Now, started in 1997. Sorry. And the 2 PhD students, Larry Page and Sergey, came together and started Google. 2 PhD students at their house, they started this business called Google. You remember the first, when they started, Backrub is the company name. They started that simple way, the bigger corporate company which you have seen today. But they came up with this idea, algorithm. And that is evolved today. When you look at this, today it's a completely different way, right? Now, there's something called public toolbar, etc. It's not very important. What important is how it works on. Now, when this improved, when the people started looking at this is a great opportunity when everything and anything people started going to Google. Now, by 2011, there is an algorithm came out called Panda. That's the time the world digital marketing professionals and online entrepreneurs, the corporate companies, digital marketing companies, advertising agencies, everybody started understanding about it. Okay, I think it's exactly the same. I think I did a SEO course around 2010-11 period. No, sorry, 2008 to 10 period. I think second time, and actually strategies I never knew we need to go on for. I went to an institute where the people go to get a job as a digital marketing professionals, where we learn so many processes, but we really not learn the strategies part. Okay, but the 2011 is a Panda came out. And it is actually when the Panda came, so many ranking method got changed. Okay, now this one, what to say? It's more into a kind of a business model. It came out on that. Now there's a content becoming important, and other sides, the plagiarism. Many of the plagiarism was not much issue earlier. This become an issue, etc. Okay, and there's basically 23 guiding questions which are released, and that was the question they asked to the people. Okay, the article was very important part, and you had duplicate content was an issue, and like so many 23 main thing Google published, and based on that people understood, okay, this is what you're doing, and based on that people started working on it, and this people started doing a course correction. And this Panda time, many of the people really become serious about search engine optimization, and people are taking on that kind of machine learning part. Then Penguin algorithm released in April 24th or 2012. it was a quite surprise for people, such a short period. Again, they coming out with one more algorithm because after a very long time they did it. It's okay. Now, then Panda and Penguin algorithm, people are looking at the difference, and the world started understanding, even though Google is not released the entire algorithm, how their algorithms working on it. And after that, you can see so many SEO strategies came out in the market. And that was a good information for the people to do it again. Now, this one, after this, immediately something Hummingbird came out. These are the frequently. That frequency now Google is not doing on it. But Hummingbird was a revolutionary. And as you know, the speed and accuracy become. After that, the moment you type, earlier it was not there. The moment you type in the Chrome below, immediately show in a fraction of a second what you are intended to do. Then you may not even type completely. You can actually choose from there. Right? That was not there before Hummingbird. The Hummingbird came and changed the entire game. And it is speed and accuracy become very, very important, and people start working with that. Okay. And this is actually more synced with the Google Voice Search. And think that time they said in 10, 15 years time, major search will happen through voice. Almost 10 years now, I think, in 7 years now, another 3 years, I think Google now also we are doing a Google search, but it's not common, still be typed. But another 3, 4, at that time they said 10 to 15 years time. So now another 5 years time, we'll have more voice searches happening. Then even 2014 itself, there is one more update, but it's not much different, but it was impacted on a local listing part. Now, there's an example which I discussed with you like last time. The Expedia started ranking. These are the things. Actually, some people say it's a drawback. Some will say, no, it's good. Okay. Then 2017, another one came. And that is also course corrected a few things. And there is a something like this year, a couple of months ago. During the lockdown time, something new thing announced. So, but this time there is something different. Usually, after Google changed the algorithm, they say that we changed, or we updated. But this time, before they're doing it, they announced it. That was a good thing. And many people have read a lot of speculation, and so especially the people, especially in their professionals across the globe, was under lockdown, and they had a time also to work on this one. And there's so many interesting things came out, and we have a good possibility for if you are on a niche-based project has a more possibility to do. Google looking for a more accurate, exact result to bring on it. So all this thing I want you to look and understand, and how the algorithm work on it, and then we go for strategies. Now, before we go to the strategies, I'll also would like to share with you a business idea today. Like strategies, we'll keep it for tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2 strategies we'll discuss. Today, we'll go 1 business idea. Now, as you know, every website owner will actually do a lot of SEO activities. They wanted Google to rank their Google first page. They also wanted to have a organic result as well as a paid result. So this is actually anyone can start a home-based business, an online business, completely cloud-based business called SEO marketing. So how it works is basically customers, the website owners place an order, you process that order, and you basically outsource to some other smaller company and they do for you. But a little systematic way, it's a very interesting way you can do it. You can through credit card and debit card, you can receive the money and do it. Outsource number, even PayPal you can do. Easy. You don't require a company to start. You just need a simple way to tie up with a few professionals to get this one. Now, you can actually, for example, Amazon's A store related to SEO. You wanted to A store, something an affiliate store of Amazon. You wanted to set up an SEO for one store and easily say that it's a rank I can get you. You can actually pre-build the store and say that is, I'll give you a store with a keyword ranking in Google first page. So that easy people to buy it. Okay. Now you can also do something on a private level, dollars, your own currency you can have there one. Okay. So that's the one method. You can bring and give them a point system people to have an evaluate system there. Now you can also have an account balance, etc. to do marketing on it. Okay. Now the website you can actually, the price is easy for you to outsource and get it done for a cheaper cost from different part of the world. So this business model is something like many people are doing across the globe. That is a European market or a US market or North American market or Australian market. It is very expensive. And from there, you take an order and you outsource to the companies where do lesser, like Philippines, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, like places, and do it as well. But when you look at it, it's not a complete SEO package given. Every company, there are different pieces also they can give. Now you can actually have a SEO a startup company, SEO medium company, SEO company, and a new site company, or you want a number of traffic, or you want to just have a do follow link. That way you can actually sell the bits and pieces of SEO. Even SEO companies we can buy from you. So these are the methods we can actually automatically do and get the result from the Google. Everything is online. You don't want to personally go and identify this Google. And you can also have a backlink selling. My competitor is using around 1,000 backlink. I want a 2,000 backlink. Where they buy? So they can buy from the market and do it. Okay. And you want a PR backlink. You want there is something called the indexing from you wanted. You want for directories backlink. You wanted a forum thing. So there are people provide only things. Sometimes you wanted a government backlinks. That's a very important. Sometimes Google some authorization, some credibility is built on a government backlink. That means some gov.website should backlink you. So there are providers to provide you. I'm talking about something very deep. There's a service is available, but it's a market is there for this one. Okay. Now you wanted to have a blog comment from 40,000 people. 40,000 people you cannot organically usually don't get it, but you can get it done through the people on it. Okay. Now you can also create a content. You want to create an article. You want to create spinning. Spinning is a method, which is customers won't see, but it's there to see for Google. That's one method you can do. Now you can also get a social media traffic coming to you. Social media services is part of it. In terms of SEO prospecting, not on a social media prospecting. SEO prospecting is social media is different. That also will be there. Okay. Now, different SEO packages you can design from this, and you can actually promote these packages to different purposes. You can also have a website setting, product setting, service setting, homepage setting, and everything for your website to start with, and promote this across the globe and make money. And it's like a website, this is a completely, when you look at it, it's a completely online business. No product to sell it, nothing to ship it. Now website means you don't have to actually deal with the consumer. It's actually automate this one. Someone buy, pay the money. Work also can go automatically. There's a method to do that one. You can do search and optimization, and you can also sell a banner, which also include the social sharing with Google share with the across the globe and do it. And you can also get a dashboard to handle all this thing, and videos and advertisement. You can do that one, and it's easy. And so an end user, a person may not be an SEO professional, also can actually utilize this facility to do that one. You can also banner method, domain name, and branding you can do. And you can actually, it's a kind of a complete business on a SEO business. You can start with this opportunity. Okay, and it is even a beginner person can actually conduct this one. And you can also have a SEO reseller for you. There's many of the SEO companies in different part of the world. They are looking for clients. You tell them, I'll get you the clients. I'll give you one option. Second one is there are many people who want to resell it. Okay, there are many people looking. Many of the consultants, many of the website owners, maybe web designing companies, they don't have an SEO team. They actually act as a reseller for you. I can do that one. Okay. Now you get a social media traffic also you can provide, and it's a completely professionally built website you can have with an affiliate program. Okay, and support system you can offer to the people, and you can without even coming, you can have a payment gateway through PayPal or maybe Stripe. You can do that one as well. Okay. Now this website you can you can build yourself and run. That's another thing, and it's a really good packages you can design and promote across the globe. You need to have a global package to that one. And now it is pricing part. You can decide how you want to fix it, and you can also automation is another thing. But if you need to understand how the SEO works and this business, how ready to promote on it. Okay. So this is a kind of a business in a box, ready to start businesses. Entire thing about you can have it is, and even you can extend a good support to the people because everything is a transparent. You know that with the tool which we said, everything is a transparent. You can do it to one, and everything you are outsourcing. You are not working on SEO. It's given to the different tools and people, automated one. You can have that one. Even to the client proposals. that's when people ask, hey, can you give me a proposal? You can have a client proposal, and automated one. There's a template you can use and put the client name and the tools you can use and attach your report. You've seen a report, you can have that one as well. Okay. And you can actually give them payment options, online options, etc. You can also have that one. Okay. So with this, I think today, so time is up. I think we'll end today. So I believe all of you got some idea about the SEO, and I believe all of you have a foundation of understanding about SEO. So you have the foundation of understanding what the strategies of SEO for tomorrow to discuss. So today we are concluding this is here with the SEO idea and SEO tools and SEO fundamentals. And now tomorrow onwards we go for a few factors which is usually we need to hit to get ranking faster, and a few things about strategic aspects and how quickly you rank in the Google first page. Especially when starting a business sometime new, you need to to understand which keyword you need to target and how fast I can rank. And many of the time, or most of the time, we don't have a pay. We don't want to wait for a longer time. So within 3 months, with I think how you do it is an important part. Okay. Now it's so I will end today. I'll join in the mastermind group, and I would like you to start doing your keyword bucket. I know it is quite intimidating. Many people say how so much difficult. I agree, but I tell you, friends, without that, if you start doing your SEO work, you're wasting your time. So make sure that is at least you're over 1,000. So suggested keywords and related keyword you evaluate. Make 100 to 300. From that 300, you choose 101. Okay. So it's a very, very, very important for you to have that complete details. And I know that compared to the YouTube and compare other things, today will be quite heavy. Sometimes some of you may be feeling something you're new to this year, but it's very simple. Once you understand, immediately we can get a good ranking system in Google. And you can actually, I also recommend the last business idea where you can start your own business at the earliest with even to providing an SEO aspects. Okay, so and thank you so much all of you, and put your questions. And Tuesday, along with the YouTube question answers, we'll also take a Q&A. And those who are premium members, please join in with us in the the mastermind group now. So we'll discuss in detail about that. Okay. Now, everybody is asking about the mentors. I think talk to the mentors. Please put the email IDs or phone numbers of the mentors, and please join them. Okay. So thank you, guys. See you tomorrow for more details about the SEO strategies. Especially tomorrow, we'll discuss about SEO 101 strategies and methods, how we ranked it. Many times, not one time. Many times I used SEO. How effective it is. Even I think some of you may be knowing. SEO 101, when we give to the client, we give a 100% guarantee that is the keyword rank. Otherwise, we'll return the money to them. Okay. So it is. So thank you so much. So listening today, and tomorrow you'll be excited about it. Thank you so much.